Brews and Banter.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Roman, you got the clap.
I got the clap.
You got the clap.
We also got Lance on the line.
We got a clap. We got Lance.
Welcome back, Lance.
Hi guys, how are you?
You-
It's nice to speak to you again.
You as well.
You as well. You're now not a guest. You're in a different segment, podcast with friends.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. First of all, I have to ask you what you're going to be drinking. Mine is in waiting. I don't think it's any mystery what I'll be drinking.
Yeah. So you've got the Guinness. I've got a Community Beer Works Peach Ring Sour Ale. But look at the glass. Your favorite glass. Curvy sidewalk. That's right.
I'm drinking Stoneyard Brewing Company, the pink ones. It's the Starburst strawberry flavor.
It's all pink on the inside.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah,
I love a name like Stoneyard.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes us tough. Makes us feel tough.
I gotta say, I've been on a Guinness stretch for a while, but this is like a break for me. But cheers.
Cheers, Lance.
Here's to it. Here's to you guys. Thank you.
Yep. That's a good ting, Roman. It's not even a ting. It's like a.
It was like a dong.
Listen to this.
It's like static.
This isn't bad.
So, Lance, give us an update. We kind of started chatting right before we started recording. You kind of had a lot of stuff going on. Give us an update where you are, what's your status, and how's the show going?
Show is going well. I'm on. What do you call it? Like when you take a vacation, but you don't go anywhere. I'm on staycation right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And so I'm just killing it for 9 days. Today is day 3, and I'm trying. Well, you know what? People think, like if you go on vacation, you spend a lot of money, right? Usually,
Yeah.
Mhm.
if you fly around the globe, go to a sunny destination, go to Bora Bora, hell, But I'm finding that I'm spending a lot of money just staying home because I'm going out for steak dinners every fucking night,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just being excellent to myself.
Yeah.
And enjoying my staycation. So I've got over a week to go, about a week to go, 6 days, whatever. And what else is new? I'm out of pepper. I talked about that last night on episode 238.
Well,
And
those
sorry,
steak dinners are necessary. If you're on staycation, you have to kind of feel like you're away.
No, that's what it's actually steakcation.
Staycation.
Steakcation.
That was coming. That we were walking right into that one.
Yeah. You walk into a lot of shit in here. Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking about the drama of running out of pepper because how often do you run out of pepper? It's a once a year thing, and it's always unexpected.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, yeah. So so no pepper to season my hash browns with, and
No,
so
no
I had to go
neighbor?
out to. Sorry,
No neighbors with pepper?
I made a joke about that, like as if I had some kind of a transportation machine. This is all on the show last night. And if I knocked at a listener's door and they answered the door and I'm there, hey man, can I borrow some pepper? Well, you don't borrow pepper. Give me some fucking pepper. And he's like, I was just listening to you. What are you doing here? And I'm like, I'm not going until I got some. And so just interrupting it. I just went off on a thing as I tend to do. But I was also out of Vaseline, so I got to go to the Vaseline store.
That's a good trade.
Yeah, and maybe they'll have some pepper there. I would like a little coarse pepper in my Vaseline. So it almost acts like a speed bump, right? When you're going, and if you get going too fast, the coarse pepper, jabs you in the pecker, and you kind of slow down again.
Your pepper pecker.
Will it be awkward to ask your neighbor for Vaseline?
Oh. Or just ask for it back? Just ask for it back. Like.
I only ask her if I'm gonna boner.
You ask her if she's got a boner?
You got any hot neighbors there or no?
I kind of do. Yeah, there are a lot of hot. Like I live near practically downtown. So there are a lot more. There's a lot more eye candy walking around, and as the weather warms up and these things, I'm going to see a lot more of the eye candy that walks around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember in Denver. Sorry, Roman. There was all kinds of. You'd have these stories about these just random people that would meet, or like when you had your little front patio there, and people would walk by and they'd see Vera, your big ass dog, your Mastiff, right?
Yes, she is.
Yeah. So you'd meet people that way, or that one girl that had a boyfriend maybe or something, that maybe it was a sort of open relationship and you closed it.
Yeah. Well, God bless her. And she was going to co-host the show or two. And she never got around to it. I think she told her friends about it, right? This guy invited me. Well, she knocked on my door as I was doing a certain episode. I don't know which one. I think we're talking about Shannon.
Yes.
Shannon from Denver. There, I just doxed her. Sorry, Shannon. And yeah, she had a boyfriend, and she probably still does. And they had an open relationship. But that's just not my thing. As nutty as I can be, it's just not my thing.
You don't talk to her anymore?
No, she left a comment on Spotify, which is rare for people to do after a certain show. I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 shows ago, and it was very nice, very sweet, and that's the last I've heard from her.
Mm-hmm. But we need to have Shannon as a guest on our show.
Yeah,
I think Shannon should come on here once.
And then Lance, she
would be really good. She was a cute, delightful lady, and yeah.
Well, so we could do two cameras, right? We could have two Zooms.
We can, I guess. I've never tried it.
Yeah, there's a Zoom meeting. I don't Zoom meetings all the time, right? I think you get like 99 people or something.
What the fuck do I know about technology?
Yeah, well, you know more than me. So yeah, we could get Shannon on, and then we can all talk. Or unless you don't want to be in, we'll just take Shannon from you, and you can be gone.
Oh no, I would gladly be in. She's absolutely. We left on good terms, and not that there were terms to be left on. It was just she was like a very, very friendly acquaintance.
Yeah. Well, if you reach out to her again, let her know. Open invitation. Like her relationship.
I will do so. I will do so.
You played that Guinness game when you got to drink it to split the G?
Oh shit!
Where I got a what? Sorry.
Split the G, they say it. When you
drink,
you play that?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that at a pub. A guy told me about it. Yeah, I almost did it there.
Well,
it's a little low.
Got to do it on the first try.
Yeah, it's the first try.
Yeah.
But there is the Guinness pour. It's the 1 minute thing where you pour half of it, like let's say to there, and then you wait 1 minute, and then you pour the rest, and that's the apparently the proper way. But I don't really find a difference.
Why did they do that?
Maybe you get like more head.
I think so, but if you pour it nice and slow and you pour it like a pro anyways, then it ends up being the same. I can't find the difference at all. I think it's just a bunch of kooky.
I know a Guinness head, like you can tilt the glass and it can overhang from the edge of it and not drip down and bring it back.
There's a girl on Instagram. I think Jody Loves Guinness is her name.
Oh, yeah. She drinks a lot of Guinness.
She drinks a lot of Guinness, but she does that. And I think she does it. The first try she ever tried, she split the G.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Really? She's called Jody Loves Guinness?
Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I'm not exactly sure, and I apologize because I'll probably send her this episode, but I don't know if she's in Ireland or the UK or something like that.
Oh, it would be ideal if she's in Dublin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There was a series on Netflix, season 1 finished up a couple of months ago called House of Guinness. And about the beer, about the family. And it was really good, really, really well done. And you don't have to be into Guinness beer to enjoy. It's a drama, all that it was. It wasn't a bunch of guys sitting around drinking beer or anything like that. It's quite the story, based loosely on a true story. It's quite I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but it was such a hit that they are bringing it back for season 2. And, even though I would watch it in the morning on mornings off, I felt like having a Guinness right after,
I started watching
Nothing wrong with that.
I started watching it, and the opening was awesome. It was like right into like gruesome shit. But then it kind of started to stretch out and became boring for me. So I didn't get back into it.
So
that happens with some people. Yeah.
Sorry, the name of this girl is Jody and Guinness.
Jody and Guinness.
Yeah.
Does it show where she is?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it here. So
Lance, you still playing music? You're in the band or still solo?
Just by myself. Weirdly enough, not 48 hours ago, I had a couple of band friends over who I was in a band for 10 years. It was a cover band. And we were joking about doing a couple of one-nighters.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I have a song list that's been sent to me and all kinds of things. So I believe it'll be about 12 days from now on Sunday, on the 22nd, we'll be getting together for our first jam. And
Nice.
I'm like, how the fuck did this happen?
How long's it been since you last played together?
Since we last played together, 2020 or 2019.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
That's exciting though. Like, are you excited to reunite with the band friends?
With those particular guys, well, they're really nice guys. They're the nicest two guys I've ever played in a band with, and they're really good at what they do. And we were really good and had quite the repertoire. It's a cover band, like I say.
Mm-hmm.
Original bands are better, but we played everything quite literally from Megadeth to Johnny Cash, and we had 180 songs, and they were all dance floor packers.
Nice.
Gonna do anything over well? So yeah,
you gonna do anything in honor for Brad Arnold?
From Brad Arnold?
3 Doors Down, didn't he die?
I don't know that.
He died
today.
Yeah, he did die
on the 8th.
I didn't know.
Yeah, we pulled out some of the songs from the old set list, and Kryptonite, I think that's their big hit, right? I took a walk around the world to Jesus' troubled mind. And so that is on that list in the first set. Like, we picked 10 songs that we're going to learn, and that, because we was talking about him dying, that ended up on the list for the initial get together.
Nice. I used to drive a lot from Boston to New York, and I'd listen to 3 Doors Down. That was in like my, not a mixtape, but mix CD.
Oh, you burned them?
Yeah, you make
from like LimeWire or something.
Yeah, so.
I gotta show Lance this Jody and Guinness and see what his reaction is.
Okay.
Hang on, it's kind of cycling through, and then I'll find out where she's from.
We're so high tech. This is fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, I gotta go put up the thing.
Go over there so you don't miss the time.
Here you go.
Higher.
Oh yeah. She's pretty.
I don't know.
Look at that. Oh, nicely done.
I don't know how the quality is going to come out with that way.
Yeah, I don't really know what you
sit your ass down. Put the headphones on.
I was just looking at Jody. Thanks, Jody. But I got to figure out where she's from.
So that's kind of the genre of the band, like the kind of music you guys play.
Yeah, because when we were doing it, it was just to play local gigs and have some fun, and we'd go out of town once in a while, just like drive an hour or two, nothing crazy. I did a lot of touring from 20 to 30, and that was like crazy stuff when you actually leave home for 3 months. Mm-hmm. This was just weekend stuff, and just doing that, having some fun, and part of the fun afterwards is the hotel after the gig, right? Mm-hmm. Being up in the hotel rooms, and you're like, it's like summer camp for a weekend.
Yeah.
Nice. So what are the venues you guys are playing that are coming up?
The one that I think there used to be a couple of places to play here, but the one that we're talking about is this kind of a roadhouse. Like, that's the best way to put it. It's like a truck stop with a huge dance floor and a big stage, and it's right out of a movie, where that would say take place in Texas, mm-hmm. like a big Texas roadhouse kind of a thing. So it's similar to that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and it will go over huge.
Yeah, but it's exciting. Yeah, so you're getting back into it, and so started small like this, maybe later bigger gigs.
I don't want to gig too often. I mean, these gigs pay very well, but I'm not really. I don't. Whatever. But like, I like having my weekends and my time to myself. So mm-hmm. we did put it up front. We don't want to play more than once a month.
Hmm.
That's kind of, well, I would play twice a month if it's just one nighters. If it's a 2-day, if it's a Friday, Saturday night, a pairing like that, a weekend, then once a month is all I want. So we put all the cards on the table, and everybody was happy with it, and we agreed, keep it real light. And with 3 guys in a band, there's never any drama. The more guys you have in a band, if you have a band with 5 or 6 guys, never been in a band with 6 guys, it's just fucking weird. What are we, Earth, Wind, and Fire, and something else?
Tornado and earthquake, and
but you end up, the more chains, the more links in the chain, the higher the chances for drama, and these sorts of things. For 3 guys, it's pretty easy going. 3 guys.
Yeah, that's the same problem with women too. Too many women together, No, women. A lot of women don't get along with each other, right?
Right.
Yeah.
That's why you need the Vaseline and the coarse pepper.
Pepper, right? Yeah. The coarse pecker.
I hardly even know her.
You need the coarse pecker. So you guys all live near each other, right? You and the other 2 bandmates.
No, they live they actually, turns out they ended up buying houses on the exact same street. And in a town of about 100,000 people, it's just, what are the odds?
Yeah.
And they didn't know each other when the first guy bought the house, the guy who was the bass player, he bought his house, and then the drummer would move in 3 to 4 years later, in like 2005, and buy the house directly across the street from this guy who would end up being his bass player, and all that. But it just worked out that way.
So you got a band name?
Not yet. We're tossing shit around. We were called the Killbillies. Like hillbillies with a kill.
Yeah.
I mean, that's possible, but there's a band I think called the Killbillies now in Florida somewhere. There might be my name already might be taken, but not that it matters. It's a fucking cover band. I don't give a shit.
But you guys can, if you're taking suggestions, I think it should be the first part of your email address.
The Meat?
Yeah.
The Meat.
Well, I was in a band. My original band for a long time was called Meat Monster.
Yeah. I didn't know.
And we were named after a pizza. People think that, it's like we're talking about our dicks or something. No, we were just named after a really hearty pizza we were eating one night after practice. And, tossing names for a band around. We weren't going to call ourselves the Hawaiian, or the cold cut combo.
Right. Yeah.
So we went with Meat Monster.
The sausage and pepperonis.
Yeah. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Supremes.
That's already taken too.
Yeah.
But my smoker, I got a smoker at home. I've had it for 15, 20 years. It's called the Meat Monster. So it predates you probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking with that guy. He had grills and all kinds of stuff like that. I was conversing with that guy, I think through email a long time ago, like 2009, 10. And he had discovered us, and he wasn't into hard rock, like we were a hard rock band, right? We weren't just cup of stuff, but we traded a few emails back and forth, and it just turned out he had a grill. And like if you Googled a band, you would see this grill. And for a while, it was like competing SEOs in Google. And then after a while, our SEOs got really good. And, we'd be bouncing around with the grill guy up at the top on page 1. But it was fun.
Perfect.
He could sponsor the band and just have the grill on the stage.
Yeah.
Now you're talking.
Or you get a keyboard player and he can be on, like if it's a Blackstone, the keyboard can be on the Blackstone grill. As the table,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the band now that you guys going to play, who's the singer?
Me.
Are you the only singer, or are there like the?
I'm the only singer. The bass player has informed me that he runs out of breath now really early for some reason. So there's no more backups from him. The drummer can do backups as well. Or there's no more lead singing from him. He can do backups. Whereas I would say if we did 40 songs and I would do 30, and they would split the other 10. But no, it's like I'm going to be doing upwards of 40.
Yeah.
But that's not a problem. If you sing properly, you don't lose your voice. It's nothing. You get your rest, and you don't drink coffee, and do anything with it, diuretics and things like that on the day of the gig, and you're fine. A lot of water, stay hydrated, be rested, be happy, show up, and sing properly, and Bob's your uncle.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know how much the voice coaches can really help. I had a friend who was not good at singing, and he decided to sing in the band. I was like, dude, I'm terrible, and I think we're like the same. And he was like, oh no, I'm hiring a voice coach. And this dude sounds good now. Like I was like, man, I'd take a voice coach, but it's a lost cause for me, I think.
You were in a band?
No, I was not in a
Oh,
band.
you never made a band, yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's great.
I can't play an instrument. I can't sing.
You play skin flute.
With Vaseline and pepper.
The pepper. So yeah, we've talked about the band, right? Let's get back into your show. So,
Sure.
For people that maybe are returning or people that are first-time listeners, you've got a broadcast. Real Bad Radio, Lance Manyon Show, right?
Yeah. Yep.
The Lance Manyon Show.
What'd I say?
You just said Lance Manyon.
Okay, well, it's the Lance Manyon Show.
Potato.
Yeah. So how's that going?
Really good. I enjoy the fuck out of it now that I have a designated studio for it here, right where I'm sitting. And I enjoy it. Listenership just kind of builds slowly, like it always have. I always equate it to like bricks in a wall. Once they're there, they're there. Good and solid. And that base stays there. And then, newbies come aboard. And when I notice that, I'm always quick to say thank you and welcome and all that shit. But coming from a guy who's been on record as saying I don't give a fuck if anybody listens because I do this anyways because it's so much fun.
Right.
But then when you find out people are actually listening, and listening on a regular basis, and they'll actually interact with you through email. If like you guys have a website with an email address and all that. A lot of podcasts and broadcasts don't. You can't. The only way to interact with them is, I guess, through a Spotify comment. I don't know. I really don't know. But
some sort of social media. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. When you realize people are actually listening and like I say, on a regular basis, and they'll reach out through email, and sometimes I'll get people correcting me in email. There's one person who says they got to learn. He's got to learn a new phrase, or she's got to learn a new phrase. She calls me Mr. Fast and Loose with the facts. Mr. Fast and Loose with the facts. Yeah, fast and loose. I'm a speed fucker, and she's got a big box.
Yeah, and there's your band. There's your band name, Fast and Loose, right there.
There we go. But, I'm amazed at how much it actually matters to me now that I actually have listeners. Because it does.
Well, you get a lot of feedback from your listeners. I know on the episodes we listen to, there's always email comments that you read on the air, or just some other things people.
Because I talk about it, and I have the website realbadradioshow.com, blah blah. And if you build it, they will come, and sometimes they'll send complimentary emails, which I don't do well with, and sometimes they'll send rude emails, which I seem to do better with, because I find that is something I would prefer to actually read on the show. Mm-hmm. But I don't really. The most I'll get in a month, I think the most I ever got were 18 emails. I mean, it's not a lot. It averages, I think, 8 to 12, maybe 15, and only about 4 of them are something that that I consider reading. So I don't know that I read as many as I used to. I don't know. I do get a lot. Something that's been happening lately, and I yelled last night at the end of episode 238. A couple of people are sending me like shorts, like reels, like video shorts from either Instagram or YouTube or whatever, because I'm a guitar player. And they think that I will like seeing an 8-year-old Chinese girl play Eddie Van Halen's Eruption. Anybody who doesn't know what Eddie Van Halen's Eruption guitar solo is, it's called Eruption, like a volcano. And it's amazing. It was the first of its kind for its time. And I don't know when it came out, in the late 70s, something. And it's amazing. But just because some 9-year-old girl in Japan figured it out and is playing it, I really don't give a shit. And I got kind of pissed off. And, when you see that I'm not actually playing it, and don't assume to know that I would like it. Eddie already did it. Nobody did it better than him. He was the originator. It's his baby. It's his gig. And, I don't care. And so I'm getting a lot of that lately, guitar player stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Guy plays the solo for Hotel California with one string, and he plays it well, but I don't give a fuck,
So to describe your broadcast a little bit, you are an open book, right? You don't get easily offended. You'll
Right.
you'll sort of go off on these tangents about things that you're pissed off about, but it doesn't end up bothering you in the long term, right? It's just a short term thing, and you kind of vent on your show, 20 to 30-minute episodes, and perfect for a car ride to work.
Roasting bad reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad comments.
Or people, right.
Yeah. I don't get mad very often. And sometimes it's not mad, it's just frustrated, which comes out as anger because I will use profanity, which I'm really trying to cut out. It's so hard to go cold turkey cutting out the profanity. I want to stop it, but it just happens,
Why do you want to stop it?
Because it's too much. Lately, some of the shows I've been, and I always listen back the next morning with the coffee, and I'll be like, there's 8 F-bombs in a 29-minute episode, and it's just not necessary. 1 or 2 I could see, but it's not necessary. It's it doesn't really move things along.
Mm-hmm.
It so my joke is whenever I want to swear, I'm going to say the F word or something else. I'm just going to say colorful language, and that's my joke.
Can I tell you?
But I always forget to say colorful language. So yeah, it's a bit of that. It's me. Sometimes there are odd things that happened. I talk about going. I'm actually one of the few people I know who actually goes to the bank, waits in line. I'll go to the bank to be in line, and things like that. I don't go to be online. I go to get something done at the bank. But I don't mind going to the bank.
He doesn't have anything to do there. You're just waiting in line.
There's a video where it's a prank, and the guy's at the bank and he's waiting in line, and the person in front of him is taking forever. So the guy next to him, there's no one behind him, and he's debating. He's like, do I move into that lane because this guy's taking too long? And he stays. So as soon as the person behind that one approaches, that guy leaves, and the next thing he goes like, fuck, I should have went there. So this one's taking forever. He goes into that other lane now. Now this one takes off, and the person behind this one,
yeah.
And so they're doing this as a prank to piss him off, and he fucking loses it. So you're not doing that, right?
No, I'm not doing that.
Well,
that's
not
funny
yet.
Though, because that happens with drive-throughs. With the double drive-throughs when they split.
Yeah.
And you have your choice of which choose wisely.
Yeah.
And that, but yeah, so just frustrations, and my show isn't always funny, and sometimes like I got emotional a couple of weeks, well, probably a month or so back, and I actually I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, like I didn't have to stop or anything like that, but sometimes serious stuff pops up, and I'll cover it, and that's that, but yeah.
We've done it too, but so yeah, you had the that gentleman I think I messaged you about, the guy that knows like all the history of Ozzy Osbourne and that growing up in the industry type of the early beginnings and how he became his own when he left Black Sabbath, right?
Yeah.
But what was that guy's name?
Chris Andres. He's been on once or twice regarding his music too. And he had a budding country. It's like country folk music career going for quite a while, and he's switched genres now, and he actually sings Aussie stuff quite well. So his new band it's very Sabbathy, and yeah, but he knows a lot. The guy likes to read. We were on the road together in our mid-20s. And I'm like, let's get the drinking going before we head to the stage. Let's get partying and loose, And he's in the fucking room reading The Stand by Stephen King, and the book is this big.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck, dude? How do you rock star? Leave the reading for later. But yeah, he's always read a lot of books, and he reads a lot of music history and things like that. So the guy actually is kind of a wealth of information with things like that. And we want to do an AC/DC show, which would cover a lot of ground because I know a lot about AC/DC as well as he does too. And it could be a lot of fun. And that show that we did about the Black Sabbath Aussie show, that got the most listens of all my my guest appearances.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that was like 2 hours, right? Something like that. Long.
It was 2 full hours. Yeah, you messaged me, Frank, saying how much you enjoyed it. And I really appreciated that.
Yeah, yeah.
That was your longest episode, I believe.
Yeah, and I didn't even have to take a leak, but I should have had a bucket off to the side here, you know.
Just let it go. Just let it go.
Let it go.
I just saw a video yesterday. The guy's at the concert, and he finished drinking his drink, and he can, like, somebody else recording him. He puts this cup in his pants. He pees in it and then pulls the cup out and throws it in the trash can. And I was like, oh my God, dude. He wasn't trying to hide it or anything. It's a concert, man. There's like crowd everywhere. He's like near a security guard, and he has this like flashing bracelet on his arm. So you can see this flashing bracelet going in his pants. He's peeing in the cup. And
sorry, I had to get refill.
Thank you.
Whatever works, works. About 3 shows ago, and this one, I was going to omit this segment, but I was talking about, peeing in the shower. And in my very early 20s, I had this girlfriend, and I'm in the shower. I claimed the shower. She gets in. I've got to pee. So right away, I thought it would be very funny. This is on a Saturday morning, I'm sure, reasonably hungover at the time. And I said I peed on her in the shower. I gave her a golden shower in the actual shower. And I would never do such a thing now. I mean, I've learned my lesson.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just when you got to go, you got to go.
Well, I mean, everybody does it, right? How about waffle stomping? You ever hear that?
Waffle?
Waffle stomping? You remember I told you this?
I don't remember.
No, waffle stomping, no.
So you know how you got the drain in your shower, and it's like a grid?
Yeah.
Right? So a waffle stomper is someone who shits in the toilet or the tub, and they push it down the drain with their foot because it looks like a waffle. It's called a waffle stomper.
That would be more like a meat grinder.
No, because your meat is not like in a grid like a waffle is.
But waffle is stamped, not like pushed through holes.
Well, your meat's not stamped or pushed through either.
A ground meat, as you turn.
You call it what you want when you shit in your shower. Okay, it's your shower. You do what you want. I don't do it. I'm just saying I heard about it. Right?
Sure.
I'm
gonna do it in your shower now. I'm going to Roman's house. I'm gonna use a shower.
You know what upper decker is?
Yeah.
Do you know what upper decker is, Lance?
No.
When you take a shit in someone's toilet tank.
The upper part.
Yeah. It's called upper decker.
So then you keep flushing. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Holy mackerel!
Yeah.
I'm learning stuff.
Lance is from Canada for people that don't know that as well. But so I also messaged you a while ago about Maddie Violet with Violet Acres, the winery I was telling you about. I didn't know whereabouts you were located, but I think it's you're 3 hours away or something. You said.
Yeah, I'm about 5-ish hours away from where she was talking about.
Yep.
Boy, she was a nice lady, hey?
Oh, it's such a pleasant conversation. It's like instant best friends. She's so personable and fun,
Both her and her husband.
Yeah, her husband both. So
I wonder if you
there's some good wine. There's some good wine in this part of the country. And some really good beer. Oh my goodness. Like I always say I love my country enough to currently hate it. And I do, and we won't go there. We all know that. We know I fucking hate it, and there's so much to go on about. But the beer, the craft beer, they haven't slacked off on that. I'll give them that. Craft beer, maple syrup, and really good thick cut bacon. Okay, fine for a while.
I never realized that there was sort of this beer industry like that there in Canada.
Hey, do you guys see my? It says RBR shithead.
Yeah.
So I'm the RBR shit.
I guess that's what it says.
Roman.
I must have typed.
Oh,
no,
I thought you put
that in on my end. Don't.
Oh, you must have done it. Yeah,
you must have done it.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I was wondering why you have that. I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I like it.
Playing the part of shithead.
Whatever.
I knew the RBR part. I was like, why shithead? But whatever. For each their own.
Well.
So, anything else going on? What's coming up for you, or anything new, or?
You know what? There is, and when I should have jotted things down. Damn it! I felt like a prop. Oh, I got to show you guys a guitar strap. I think you like. I felt like a prop comic when I was talking about Vaseline and coffee. I was going to show you my shopping list, and Frank.
Vast fucking lean and pepper.
Vast fucking lean. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like Carrot Top, and then. But I have this guitar strap that would have been good if Roman, if you ever did decide to play guitar.
Beer tap? Really nice. Yes. Yeah. Oh, it's a whole beer. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, and it's good and wide too. It's a 4-inch wide strap. Feels great on the shoulder.
That's Yeah.
Is it padded or no?
Yep. It's got a bit of a padding on the back.
Is
Nothing crazy.
That's leather?
Yeah. Well, whatever. Say it's good fake leather, maybe.
Roman's into leather and padding.
It's cool. So when it would sit on you, if you're playing, it would sit like this, right? You have your hair over top of it, and do that. And,
I have no hair.
Well, you know what I mean.
This is long.
Yeah, I
do want to learn how to play guitar. I actually had a Gibbs electric guitar, but I played around.
You have an electric guitar?
I had a Gibbs electric guitar, and played around with it with like a small amp, and I don't know, just didn't have enough time to commit to it. But I'd like to learn how to play an acoustic guitar, because I feel like if I'm going camping or whatever, it's easy to bring with me, as opposed to like rolling a fucking piano out of a truck.
We talked about this on the first episode with you, right? Weren't you going to give Roman lessons?
Yeah, it was either the first or something. Yeah. Maybe when I had you guys on, whatever. But yeah. And with an electric guitar, you have to plug it into an amplifier, which has to plug into something else because it's all powered. In an acoustic guitar, you can be campfire guy, right? And you play the standard campfire songs, and and you go from there. Whoa, big old jet airliner.
Well, I'm not singing. We talked about my singing earlier.
Or you play John Denver songs, right?
I'll play. Someone else can sing.
Right.
There's one song I really want to learn how to play, and it's by a band called Stain, and actually Aaron Lewis I think he plays it solo. It's called "Tangled Up in Me." That was.
I know who he is, but I haven't heard the song. I'm not familiar with that.
Have you heard of a band Stained?
Yep, for sure. Did they do? It's been a while.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Since you've been.
So Aaron Lewis was the lead singer, and so he's on his own. I don't think they've played together in a while now, but he was playing at a local venue. We went, and my wife and I, before we got married, were trying to pick a wedding song. So "Tangled Up in Me," he was playing on an acoustic guitar, and we both were like, "That's the fucking song." So that was our wedding song. I want to learn how to play.
Oh, your wife would love you for that.
Yeah, so she doesn't know.
Wouldn't that be great? On your wedding anniversary, she comes home, you're dressed like a duck, and for some reason, I don't know, and you just play that song for her.
Yeah, I'll be. So this is the image. I'm butt naked, standing in the kiddie pool, full of water, little duckies, and I have a guitar
in the center of Lance's room, right? Didn't you? Because you talked about that in one of your episodes. On one of your broadcasts, you had like a.
You get home and she's installed a koi pond or something like that because she's dressed like a duck.
Yeah,
you get home. See, that's one of my things where I just make something up as I'm on the spot, right? Yeah, and you get home and she's installed a $7,000 pond in the living room, and she's dressed like a duck, and you're supposed to be horny, and it just doesn't work.
Well, that's the other thing you could do with you could learn that song and then you do a mashup that goes from that into like "Me So Horny" by Two Live Crew.
Okay.
Or
first, I got to learn how to play guitar.
Yeah, you just make it up.
So what did you
Lance can
say?
play the guitar from the background.
Yeah, I'll just be like, okay, Lance, play. So
Yeah,
what did you say? What's the other new thing that's coming down the pipe? You said, I wish I wrote stuff down.
No, I wish I would have. The only thing I wrote down was that I was out of pepper, and that's true. I would be able to prove that actually. I want to get some more actual merch for the website because the fake merch page that I started up with fake items, with the exception of the coffee mug.
Yeah.
Right.
That, yeah.
It actually holds coffee. and the real bad pen, right? Actually writes.
Actually writes.
But I want to have real bad condoms with my image on them. So when you look down, as you're unpeeling it, unrolling it, I'm there like.
Right. But it's probably just going to be like a finger cot because it's only going to be like this big. Like those little fingers.
I'll accommodate all as long as I don't actually have to be in the room. Hey, and please don't stick me in her butt.
I have a question. Is your face on the packaging or the actual condom?
The condom. So as you unroll it down your dick, there I am waving or something like that.
But you could go one better and you can have like one of those temporary tattoos put on the inside of it. So when he rolls it off, now you're on his dick.
Can't get rid of me.
Yeah, right. Like the HIV.
Yeah. See, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking without pepper.
Without pepper. Or Vaseline.
Or Vaseline. But people have ordered some of the fake items or inquired how to get some of the fake items on the website. Like I've sold 2 mouse pads, so I've had to get them actually made up and then send them, right?
Yeah.
And I just charge them for the shipping. I'm happy to do it. So so that's not necessarily new. What is new? My car ran out of insurance 2 days ago, so that just hit me as I was driving around today.
On your way to the bank.
That's actually true. I went to the bank because there was a charge, a $12.95 charge I did not recognize. So I wanted to go in person in case I had to get mad. And she diffused my I think she was right, I was wrong, and I turned and walked around, and here we are.
Yeah, that's good. That was successful. You're not in jail.
You guys, I want to ask you. We were talking before we started rolling about episode frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean 50 hertz or 200 hertz or I'm talking about how often you put out an episode. Mm-hmm. And I still can't get that down. Sometimes it's 2 a week, sometimes it's 1 a week, sometimes occasionally, rarely, it's 3 a week. And I can't nail it. And when to put them out? Is it Thursday night that's best for, say, me? Or what do you guys do? What's your thing?
So we find that we did like a research and find out what are the like ideal dates. And some of our podcast hosts recommend certain days because they know that what the algorithm is like. So they're hosting thousands of
some people have been doing it longer than us also. Right?
Yeah. So it seems to be Mondays and Tuesdays, people starting their work weeks, they get into the routine, right? So it's like, okay, on the weekends, I got shit to do. I either do stuff around the house, I do stuff with the family. But come Monday or Tuesday, you're going to work and you fall into that routine of like, all right, what am I going to listen to on the way to work? And so Monday and Tuesdays are like recommended days for posting. And there are times where we backlog too many episodes and we have to release 2 per week. So we'll do is it Monday and Thursday, right?
Probably Monday, Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Yep.
Just to give it enough time into the weekend as well. So that's like what we do. The way we keep the consistency of 1 a week is commitment and schedule. So even if I have to drop everything I'm doing and meet Frank in the studio, that's what's going to happen. Like I drop everything I'm doing and that's the time I have to be here. That's the time we got to record.
And that's what we're doing here. So you just record whenever, right? That's what we're doing on Tuesdays. We've blocked off Tuesdays. So now like every Tuesday at this time we have something to do. The calendar comes in, people schedule with us, and then we block out times before and after in case you go over. You don't want guests kind of walking in on someone else. So, but like if every Saturday night you're going to play at this bar, a gig, you're not going to plan anything on those Saturdays. And so that's what we're doing for every Tuesday. And if people can't make Tuesdays, we work it out amongst ourselves and the potential guest or whoever's going to be. And with enough time, we can plan a different day.
I think for consistency, just pick a day you're going to record and pick a day you're going to release.
Yeah.
And just stick with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And see, I still have to master that because I'm putting them out on Thursdays. I thought Thursday would be the good day, and because of the weekend. And then if I was going to put out the second one for that week, another one out Sunday night or Monday morning, it would come out on Spotify. They all go up right up on the website live. Right as I do them. Within an hour of doing them, they're up on the website. But Spotify releases always 3 to 5 days after I've done it. And that's half the listens right there. So, I was just, I'm still bouncing around all over the week. And so you say Mondays and Tuesdays. Maybe I'll give that a shot.
Mondays and Wednesdays for us. But, even whatever you do, people get used to it. So they'll know, like every Monday, I'm going to get a Lance episode. Every Wednesday, I'm going to get a Lance episode. Every Friday, whatever the case may be. But we had a lot of people early on that would travel far distances. So they download us on a Sunday, from the following week. So then now they have that episode to listen when they're traveling. If they're traveling, long distance or something, they could because we got a catalog now of 166 episodes, I think, right now, as of today. So people can, listen to that. But I don't want to cut things short, but you're going to run out of battery probably.
Yeah.
You're on red. My daughter used to call it red % battery.
I'm sorry, Lance.
That's okay.
Running low.
Okay. That's okay. Awesome. It was really good to talk to you guys again.
Yeah. But reach out to us if you have any questions or anything you want to run by us, and we can help you. We're here. Shoot us a text.
Or we do this again, right?
Yeah. Reschedule.
Absolutely.
The link. The days we record, so reschedule if you want to.
And Roman will bring a power cord?
Yes. I have to go to work. Yeah. See, I stopped work. I came here to record. I'm going back to work after this.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm gonna go use a shower and waffle stomp it.
Good. Gross. I apologize.
Pictures it didn't happen.
Yeah.
For the visual.
Yeah.
Well, I really appreciate. It's very nice to talk to you guys again, and I'm so happy you guys are doing real well, and so many great guests, and you're consistent on the quality of great guests. With the exception of today when you're kind of slumming it.
No, stop it. It's always nice to have, guests we had before.
And you're part of our roots. Like you were there at the beginning. We've been doing this 3 years now, and we started talking shortly after we started. So
fantastic, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. I will probably go out and do another steak dinner or mix it up or have something else.
Nice.
The stuffed chicken breast sounds good. and do that.
And it's realbadradioshow.com, right?
Yeah, realbadradioshow.com. Yeah.
Lance, if your show gets when you guys go play at the venue gets recorded and if there's a post on YouTube, share a link with us. I'd like to listen.
I will. I doubt that'll happen. Like nobody ever. It could. You never know. It could.
Even if it's a clip, someone did a short video.
Yeah, with a phone, just text it or email it, whatever. Right?
Yeah, put your phone on the tripod for at least one song.
Sure. And I'll try not to do an RBR episode between two songs, because that'll happen.
Try not to.
Yeah. Lance, absolutely, gentlemen.
Nice to see you, friend.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Nice to see you guys. Take care. God bless.
Take care.
Thanks, Lance.
Bye.